Doing front brakes on the 1999 Dodge Intrepid. Got this cover on here. Just use a screwdriver and get in here and pry it off. There are 5 19mm bolts in here. When the tire's on the ground, to go ahead and break them loose with probably your spare tire equipment, and you can break them loose and then you can jack it up and you pull the wheel off. We have our brake rotor, outer brake pad, and the inner brake pad inside there. Keep the steering wheel unlocked. We can turn the wheel, give us easier access. A 10mm bolt here. 10mm bolt here. We'll just loosen those up as well. It's really a good idea here. Maybe use some brake clean and spray in here. Clean this up, and we'll use a pry bar or screwdriver and pry that back in its hole. Right now, it's easier to collapse it right now. Make sure everything's free. Also, people do open up the bleeder screw and let the fluid flow out when you're collapsing it. It's a possibility. It's loose enough. We can check to make sure the caliper slides freely. I hope you can see it slides real free. So that means our slides are all good, they're not stuck. So we can get in here and pry between the rotor and the brake pad some more. Got all collapsed down. Now our new pads will fit in there real nice, and when we put the caliper on with the new pads, it'll slide right on there. So just lefty loosey, righty tighty. These 2 10mm bolts back here, and the caliper will just pull right off. Note how it fits on here. It's a little different for each side. Just note that. So our bolts are out. Now, because of the way this is set up, and it might be the opposite on the other way, this piece, or this end, needs to come out last. I'm going to tip this out from the top and then lift it up. Like so. Take our pads out. At this point, I usually just get a screwdriver in here and bend these really well, and just pulls right out real easy. You can see it's pretty much right down. Worn out. Check these. Slide real nice. If not, if they don't slide too easy, you could pop them out and put a little lubricant on the pins. They will come all the way out. You can slide this all the way out with a little pressure. Lubricate them, but these are really moving really nice. So take these out, put new pads in, get your rotor machined. To make it smooth is a good choice. Another good choice is to replace it. The worst choice, but still possible for saving money, is just put new pads on it. It really depends on the condition of the rotor. This is not too bad, but we always replace rotors at the shop, so that's what we're going to do. New rotors and pads.